Hello, adventure seekers. Today we embark on an even deeper, even more thrilling journey through millennia to the heart of ancient Egypt. Imagine the boundless Sahara Desert, where the sun scorches mercilessly, and the wind whispers ancient secrets, as if the gods Osiris and Horus themselves are telling stories. Amid this sandy ocean rise gigantic pyramids, silent guardians of the past, hiding the secrets of pharaohs, their treasures, curses, and knowledge that still baffle scientists. These structures are not just piles of stones. They are keys to understanding one of the most enigmatic civilizations in the world, where people built eternity. Who built them? For what purpose? How have they survived thousands of years? And what secrets are still waiting to be discovered in 2026? In this expanded narrative, we will reveal not only classic facts and myths, but also the very latest discoveries from 2025 to 2026, based on the most recent archaeological sensations. Ready? Then let's go on this epic journey. First, let's dive deeper into history. The Egyptian pyramids, especially the complex in Giza, were built over 4,500 years ago during the era of the Old Kingdom, the Golden Age of the Pharaohs. It was a time when the Nile flooded every year, granting fertility, and pharaohs like Khufu, known to the Greeks as Cheops, Khafre, and Menkaure, considered themselves living gods on earth. They ruled a mighty empire where thousands of people worked in harmony with nature and the stars. The greatest of the pyramids, the Pyramid of Khufu, stands 147 meters tall, weighs millions of tons, and is built from over 2.3 million blocks of limestone and granite. Pharaohs did not simply build tombs, they created symbols of eternity. According to Egyptian beliefs, after death, the pharaoh had to reunite with the gods in the afterlife, the Duat, where Osiris judges souls, and Anubis weighs hearts on scales against the feather of Mot. Pyramids served not just as graves, but as true portals. Their shape imitated the rays of the sun god Ra descending to earth, and internal corridors led to chambers where the pharaoh was reborn for eternal life. But why pyramids specifically, and not simple graves? Pharaohs believed in Ka, the eternal soul, that required a body and treasures for existence in the afterlife. Therefore, bodies were mummified by removing organs, except the heart, rubbing them with natron salt and resins, and wrapping them in linen bandages with amulets. Tombs were filled with treasures, gold, jewels, Ashabdi figurines, miniature servants who were meant to work for the pharaoh in the hereafter, and even solar boats for journeys along the heavenly Nile. Imagine, inside the pyramid, a labyrinth of corridors with traps, false doors, and mechanisms against robbers, and a royal chamber with a granite sarcophagus where the pharaoh awaited resurrection. Mystery number 1. Why are the pyramids perfectly aligned with the stars? The Great Pyramid is oriented exactly toward the North Pole with an error of only 0.05 degrees, its sides corresponding to the cardinal directions with incredible accuracy. Astronomers suggest that the Egyptians used the star Thuban as a polar star for orientation, and the pyramid corridors point to the constellation Orion, the belt of Osiris. In 2024, archaeologists discovered the first astronomical observatory, an Abu Rosh stone structure with apertures for observing the stars of Orion, Sirius, and the Big Dipper. This proves that pharaohs were not just rulers, but also masters of the sky who connected their tombs to the cosmos. Perhaps the pyramids are not just graves, but antennas for communication with the gods, or even calendars for predicting Nile floods. Now, let's move on to the main mystery. How were these giants built without modern technology? Imagine an army of 100,000 workers, not slaves, as depicted in Hollywood movies, but skilled craftsmen who worked seasonally when the Nile flooded. They hauled blocks weighing from 2 to 80 tons from the quarries of Tura and Aswan using boats along the river. How? There are countless theories, and each one adds a layer of mystery. The classic theory involves the use of ramps, straight, zigzag, or spiral. In 2018, an ancient ramp system was discovered in the Hatnam Quarry, stairs with holes for posts, where workers pulled blocks on sleds using palm fiber ropes. They lubricated the sand with water to reduce friction by 50%, a brilliantly simple solution.